너를 알아 내가 움직이기 시작하면 전부 입 닫아 다시 벌어지게 될 거니까 네
Sarang, oh my god. Okay.
Go ahead and dip at it. I got a nice round wood like a watermelon.
What's good, what's poppin', and welcome back to my channel and to this reaction video. For today's reaction video, we are jogging back down memory lane just a little bit. I-LAND2 is officially over. It's done. The new group ISNA has been announced with its debut members. However, if you don't know who it is and you haven't seen I-LAND2 and you would like to watch me react to it, you can head over to my Patreon. Literally all the episodes are there. It's an emotional roller coaster. So if you're gonna go over there and watch it, get some tissues, grab some drinks, grab some popcorn, you know, just set yourself in and get ready for literally a chaotic time. But it was a really good show. I do miss it. So we're going to be reacting to the performance videos of the girls from before I-LAND2 started. I'm super excited. It's going to allow me to see where they were before they ended up on the show and kind of see how much they progressed. And it's like going to allow me to see all the girls who didn't make the group as well as the girls who did make the groups. And I'm just super excited to kind of dive back into I-LAND2 for one more time. So enough with the chit chat. Let's hop into it, shall we? Okay, so the first performance video is the hill dance to How Do You Sleep? Sam Smith, how do you Yuna Sebi Yuko Mai. Ooh. Wow.
I'm done self-fulfilling.
Oh my god, Sebi.
I'm done crying myself away. I gotta leave and start the healing.
What?
But when you move like that, I just wanna stay.
Wait, they were performing like this before the show?
I have done dialing up the numbers on you. I don't want my heart to break. Baby, how do you sleep when you lie to me? All that shame and all that danger. I'm hoping that my love will keep you up tonight. Baby,
oh my god. Sebi was made for hill dance. Oh my goodness. And born to be center. Look at that girl. Wait, they were performing this good before the show? So what happened during the entrance exams? Because some of them were not performing like this. What? Sebi opening up was insane. It was so good. Oh, my dude. Wow. Wow. Initial thoughts on performance video number 1. So insane and impressive because hill dance is actually like so hard to do. Dancing in heels is like one of the hardest things I feel like people can do unless you're like really comfortable in it. Literally the start, seeing Sebi open it up and her, you know, being the center, it makes so much sense why and how she performed the way she did on I-LAND, because that girl immersed herself into every single performance she ever did, and it makes so much sense watching that, because even though maybe there wasn't like a full concept to the dance, she still had the look and the vibe she needed for it. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I would have watched these before I-LAND had started, I think I would have potentially had a different view on a lot of the girls. I mean, we'll obviously see once we get down to the rest of them, but I feel like potentially I would have had a different thought process on some of them. And it's insane to me that they were performing like this before the show even started, because the entrance exams, some of them were not eating it up. I'm sorry, some of them just weren't. So to see that they were performing like this beforehand, which I've only seen the first video, but I can only imagine it's only gonna get better. But to see that they were performing like this before they even were on the show is insane to me. First performance, heel dance, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. I do really like it. I feel like I just praised it so much and then I gave it a 6.5. I give it a 6.5 because I feel like in terms of the heel dance and everything, it's good. I think they did very well, but I feel like it wasn't anything too crazy. My favorite part was when they started doing tutting, voguing, whacking, whichever the style of dance it was. That was kind of my favorite part, and then also just Sebi opening up. I feel like those were the only two wow moments in that entire video, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5. So now moving on to the second video, we've got Waacking to Blackpink's DDU-DU-DU, but it's a remix. I'm so excited for this. Let's do it. Sujong, Yuju, Coco, Yu. Ooh, this is a good group. This is a good group. This is a good group. This remix is so good. Ooh. Oh, Sujong. Oh, that was good. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Sujong. I love my girl Coco, bruh. Oh, you too. That's a good group. That was a strong lineup of girlies. One of them in the group debuted. Obviously, if you're watching this and you've seen the entire show, you know who it is, but just in case someone hasn't seen it, I'm not gonna say who. I do like this one more than the heel dance, but I don't know, I feel like I kind of wish it was more. I feel like it was lacking that like full oomphness that it could have had, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I think they did really well. I think there was a lot of wow factors. The whacking was on point. I feel like all of them are very much together and synchronized, which is really impressive when it comes to whacking, so I applaud them on that. If I'm gonna rate it, I'm definitely gonna rate it, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It was good, don't get me wrong, I really do love it, but I wish it had that just the slightest bit of more of like oomphness, like it really just grabbed me in, because I feel like they did well. The dance is good, the choreo is good, I love the remix to the song, but I feel like I liked it a lot because there's a lot of my favorite people from the show in it, not necessarily because of the performance as a whole, but I do still really love the performance. I think they did very well, so I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna give them a strong 7.5. I love their fits. I think the all white with the pink background is literally so good. It's like an iconic type of look, I feel like. And I feel like because I've seen the whole season, these 5 girls specifically I knew would do really well in this. So maybe that's why, because based off of looking at this, because this is before the show, maybe that's why I'm like, where's the oomphness? Because throughout the show, they get so good. Like their power and their dance gets so crazy. So I feel like I'm forgetting that this was before the show, before they had, you know, the whole like process of growing a lot more into everything. So maybe that's why in my head I'm like, oh, where it's like lacking something. But I feel like maybe if I would have watched this before I-LAND, my view would be different. But yeah, I just wish it kind of had that more like oomphness and powerness to it. But like I said, this is before they went through their whole process of being on the show, so I completely understand it. We're gonna move on to performance number 3, which is Girlish Choreo. I love me a Girlish Choreo. So Jiun Tuwon Fuko Cutie Sada. Oh, to this song is crazy. Ooh. Ooh.
I'ma break it down like only I can do. Talk but they never come through. But when I come through, just believe it's over. Wanna be around me, but they get the coach out.
Whoa, Jiun is eating.
I'm the baddest, I done already showed ya. On my way to the top, man, cause you're not. My song in the number 1 spot. Who's high?
알아 네가 뭐를 알아 내가 움직이기 시작하면 전부 입 닫아 다시 벌어지게 될 거니까 네
Sarang, oh my god.
Look at my lips Look at my hips, look at me slaying this whole world. Look at me kissing, look at me kicking. 이건 바로 사랑과 전쟁. Look at my lips, look at my hips. Look at me slaying this whole world. Look at me kissing, look at me kicking. 우리 바로 전쟁. Hear me roar.
Oh my god. Wait, I think this. Oh my god, cutie is so cute. June ate that up. I miss her. She's so cutie. I'm gonna cry. My girl, Sarang. All to once. I feel like this might end up being my favorite. It was so good. I feel like it was so well put together. They were so put together. It was so good. They did so well in that. That performance video was so good. Because here's the crazy thing to me, right? Ji-yoon in the show is very much a vocalist, and so it seems like she doesn't have the strongest ability in dance. But what's this? Because she was eating that up. She was hitting the legs and everything. And then seeing Joowon do this made me realize how talented of a dancer she truly is. Because don't get me wrong, she was really good on the show. But I think seeing that she was dancing like this before the show, I'm like, oh, that girl is talented. And then Cutie and Sarang in this, okay, it's so crazy to me because throughout the entire show, like Cutie, Sarang, Fuko, all three of them were very much always in like the cutesy concepts and like the vocal concepts and everything like that. So to see them in this performance video actually blew my mind, and they did so well. So I'm so confused on why they didn't branch out more in I-LAND, because I feel like that could have helped their case a lot. Because one thing that I constantly kept saying throughout the show is I want people to switch it up. I want the vocalists to try something new. I want the rappers to try something new. I want the dancers to try, like I wanted everyone to venture out from their usual spots, because I feel like that's what allows you to grow a lot and what can potentially put you in the position of being an all-arounder and give you the better chance of being in the group. So the fact that they did this so well, but literally in the entire show, like they rarely branched out to a different concept, is kind of crazy to me. Rating this performance video, I'm gonna give it a 9. I really liked it. I don't want to give it a 10 because I feel like obviously it's not like a 10 means like it's perfection to me, and as much as I do love it, I don't think it's like perfect, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it a strong 9. But that's only because I feel like there's always room for improvement, and I'm remembering this was before they were on I-LAND, so obviously there's plenty of room for improvement for them, and they all do really improve a lot. But I was just very caught off guard by how good this was, considering how the whole show went with a lot of those girls in this group. So we'll give it a strong 9. We're gonna hop into our last performance video, which is Hiphop. I'm excited. All right. Got Chan Min So Jiwon Chong Yen Jimin. Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, I like the song.
Uptown, downtown, everywhere we get down, it's about to go down.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you mom?
Oh, she should have got lower.
Let's go. It goes left foot. It goes right foot.
Ooh, Chong'un.
Left foot. It goes right foot. Catch the wall, touch them toes, turn around like it's gold. Back it up.
Chong'un's a talented dancer.
You know you got control.
you with that. Pep rally. Pep rally. Pep rally. Oh, this a pep rally. Pep rally. Pep rally.
Let's go, Jimin.
Oh, this a pep rally. Pep rally, my friends, we at the pep rally. Screaming and shaking, man, we at the pep rally.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead and dip at it. I got a nice round, woo, like a watermelon.
Bounce, biggity bounce, biggity biggity bounce, bounce. While my clappers that stop, now rock with it. Bounce, biggity bounce, biggity biggity bounce, bounce. While my clappers that stop, now rock with it. Round up the clappers, let's go. Oh yeah. Round up the clappers, let's go. Oh yeah. Round up the clappers, let's go. Oh yeah.
Okay. All 10. Yeah. Chong'un ate that up. Oh man. Wow. This is so crazy to me just because, like, for this, Chong'un ate that up. I feel like she's the only one I could really focus on because I feel like she was the only one who went as hard as they should for this song. I feel like all the other girls, like, they knew the choreo and they did the choreo, but it seemed like they weren't fully comfortable with it. Siwon in the beginning, she did like a little drop or whatever, she did like a one of these types of things. If she would have gotten lower, like I feel like she didn't immerse herself in the song enough. Like if she would have gotten lower and was all up in the camera like you know, like really did like that girl type of thing, I feel like that would have been so good, but she didn't do that. So I felt like she wasn't fully immersed in the song. I felt like she was trying, but it just didn't give what I wish it would have gave, which there's nothing wrong with that. I was surprised by the fact that Jimin, I feel like, didn't have too big of a appearance in this, because she's such like a face throughout the entire season of I-LAND, so that shocked me. I love that Yeon had a little solo part. That was lovely to see, because she's very much someone who grew on me during the show, and like I genuinely loved seeing her like grow as a trainee and as someone who was, you know, going towards the idol spot. But Chongin ate the song up. She literally sent her main position, everything for this video. And what I hate the most is how much some of these girls' skills and other aspects weren't shown. Because I feel like Chongin is actually such a really good dancer, but throughout the show she was always focused in the vocal category, that we never really fully got to see her ability in dance. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's obviously performance, she still dances, but it's like the girlish choreo, it's like she's hitting everything, but like this type of choreo, like the hip hop hard hitting type of choreo, we don't really get to see her do in I-LAND, and I feel like she does it really, really well. I wish we could have had a performance where her and Coco dance together, because I feel like those two probably have similar styles, and I feel like their proportions are very similar. I think Coco is definitely taller and has like longer limbs than Chongin, but for the most part I feel like they are very similar, and so I feel like that, like a dance performance with those two would be so insane, because I feel like both of them would give what it needed to give. So that's so disappointing and frustrating, because I feel like a lot of these girls have talents in other aspects, or there's a lot of girls that are talented in dance that I wasn't fully aware of until watching these performance videos, and I wish that could have showcased more in the show, because maybe that would have changed my thought process on some of them, you know, because for some people throughout the show I'm like, oh, they're only good at this or they're only good at that, like they're not really good in this aspect and but obviously I was mistaken, but they didn't show that in the show, so that was kind of sad. That's kind of a sad thing to see. So if I had to rate hip-hop, I'm gonna give hip-hop a 7. It's unfortunate because I love the hip-hop category, I love the song, I think this group of people is great, but the only person who caught my eye throughout this entire thing is Chongin. I think she's the only one to me who led the song as good as it needed to be led, so it felt more like a Chongin performance with the girlies in, I don't want to say in the background, because they weren't in the background, Chongin wasn't like center the entire time, but it felt more like Chongin's performance. Like every time she was on the screen in the center, I was locked in. Even when she wasn't in the center, I was kind of like watching her, because I felt like she was the only one that portrayed the choreo and song how it's supposed to be. So because of that, I'm gonna give it a 7. I still think it's good, I still think the choreo is good, but in terms of overall aspects and everything, I think Chongin's the only one who really came through in this song. So I'm gonna give it a 7, which means in terms of ratings, the girlish choreo to Law is first, Waacking performance to the 뚜두뚜두 remix is second, the hip hop pep rally performance is third. Then the performance video to How Do You Sleep is fourth. So that is my ranking of the performance videos, and that is probably the last little bit we will ever see of I-LAND until ISNA officially debuts. But ISNA is going to be at KCON, and your girl is also going to be at KCON, so I'm definitely going to try my best to vlog my KCON experience this year around. I think they're doing KCON a little bit differently, it's starting to seem like, based off of the information they've been giving out on Instagram and everything, so I'm intrigued to see how this all goes. I'm going to try my best to vlog every single day and have a video for you guys, so you guys can kind of experience KCON through my eyes, and just experience it in general if you weren't able to go. I'm super excited for ISNA to be at KCON and to see them perform, because I don't think they're coming out with a song before KCON, which means the songs they did in I-LAND are probably going to be the ones they perform. So I'm super excited to see what they end up performing. I kind of hope it's Drip. I would love to hear I Will Always Love You. final countdown. I feel like they will definitely perform, so I'm just super excited. Hope you guys are excited, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when those videos are posted. That is all for this reaction video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below which performance video was your favorite. Do you agree with some of my opinions? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. We can have a nice little chit chat about it. You can follow all my socials. They will pop up down below for you guys. Do whatever you want to do, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.